The gears are greased. This is Wordle Spoiler, a recap, analysis, and review podcast of today's Wordle. Warning, if you haven't done your Wordle yet today, this podcast will spoil it.
All right. So, what'd you get?
Another 4.
Ooh, par. Good job.
Yep. I did it at about 12:30 p.m.
AM, right?
But before we get into this today, I'd like to do a little corrections corner.
Yeah. We know what. Yep. Bring it up.
Yesterday in the podcast, I stated very confidently that the word geode was 4 letters long,
And I agreed.
and it is not. It is in fact a 5-letter word, a Wordle qualifying word, and it has an E on the end. So everything I said was completely wrong, and I apologize for that.
I would like to make a correction too from an earlier episode when I said you need to suspend your belief when it's actually suspend your disbelief. And upon listening to it, I realized sometimes you're just talking and you make mistakes, like you don't even think about it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you listen back and you're like, oh, I missaid that.
Yeah,
Or I didn't complete my sentence. So we're just talking to all the listeners out there. If you hear something that's off or wrong, feel free to give us a call and let us know.
Yeah, here at Wordle Spoiler, we are the first to admit that we make mistakes and we don't know everything. And we are going to come clean when we realize we've made some mistakes.
Yeah,
So,
because life's a game. And if you're cheating, that's no fun. And
we weren't trying to cheat. We just,
oh, no, we're not
Did something
trying to
wrong.
cheat. I'm just saying is like we're here to grow, learn from our mistakes, and make it the best possible podcast we can. All right. So
absolutely.
absolutely. So what was your first word?
My first word today was slide.
Ooh, I like that word. You got a green and a yellow.
Yeah, I got a nice green anchor on the front and a nice yellow E. So when I can eliminate that E from the ending, then I feel like the gears are greased.
And everybody likes greased gears. You got to get your grease gun and grease up the
Not geese.
grease.
Grease. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you said geese, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Just reminded me of geese.
Greasy geesey went to the city.
Where
I don't know. Keep going.
okay.
So second word.
Second word, I'm thinking we're gonna put that E.
Where's this baby going?
And I'm thinking, well, that was meant for the next line. But my next word I just threw in was steam, as I said the other day.
Oh,
it's just a real solid
word.
word.
Same second word that you did.
Yeah, because I figured by putting that E in the middle and with an A, like that can eliminate and set up a structure for like, it gives me a lot of information, that word.
And like
steam.
we pointed out yesterday, mix the letters around in steam and you get meats.
Right.
But you also can get teams. So steam, meats.
You could get mates too.
And mates. Yeah. So we're getting them all.
But we know that Wordle's not going to put a S, plural S on the end. But anyway.
You can also get stame, which is not a word. STAME, stame.
All right. Or if it is, please tell us,
Please
dear
tell us.
listeners.
And now-
Okay. So then that hum comes in that I just did previously. And I'm like, okay, well, there's an E there and no A. And then EO is very unusual. EU is very unusual.
Yeah.
EY, no. Already did the I up there. So I'm like, I think this is a double E.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. So like steam indicated for me to play the double E. But then I was like, okay, if that's a double E, and I've already played the T, the combination with S could be SW, like well, I guess not sweet since I already had the T, but like I was like SW, well, I couldn't do SL because I already played the L. So I decided to do an SH, which was fortuitous. But I did not choose the P. I chose an R, sheer.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got 4 green. You kind of know what's coming up next,
Well,
right?
I brought it down to 2, which was sheep or sheen.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. And I didn't want to go sheep, but then I did.
I went back and forth because I was like, sheen seems
Oh,
like something Wordlebot would
well,
love to play.
you said it before though. You got a par. So
But I thought of sheep first, and that's why I chose it.
the sparkle point.
Sparkle point on the sheep.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. That was fun. Pure Wordle journey. It's like getting in the Wordle car, getting the kids in the back, heading on a nice picnic in the afternoon for the Wordle picnic, and no ants show up, no rain,
No ants.
no ants anymore, no ants or ants
No aunts, no ants.
or ants.
Right.
All right. So hit me with the haiku.
Okay. So my words in order for the haiku today were slide, steam, shear, sheep. And here's my haiku. Slide iron across. Hot steam creates a sheer mist. Damp smell of sheep wool.
Woolen mills. Makes me think of like the
Like
Bemidji
the
woolen mills.
Industrial Revolution.
Kind of. There's a place in Bemidji, Minnesota called the Woolen Mills, and they do all this handmade woolen stuff, and that I don't know, just makes me think of an old factory, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll read it again. Slide iron across. Hot steam creates a sheer mist. Damp smell of sheep wool.
Nice, nice. It makes me think of my grandparents' farm because you'd go out there and you could smell the horses, you could
In a
smell the
damp
sheep.
morning, you
Yeah,
kind of
it's
smell
like
that sheepy smell.
it's a really distinct smell that it's like basically smells like poop of from animals and probably their the fur and all that, but
The oils.
oils. The
But
ends.
when you iron something
Yeah.
that has a human musk to it, whether
Yeah.
it's a sweaty old shirt or it's
Do you iron
sheep,
wool though?
I think you could iron it on a very low setting,
Could
like a
you
wool
could you
shirt,
could you
wool
iron
pants.
a sheep?
You could crimp its hair.
Well, tomorrow we have a special guest on. Dolly, the clone sheep, will be here. Say hi, Dolly. And so make sure to tune in again tomorrow. But thank you for listening today to Wordle Spoiler
Podcast.
Podcast. Bye bye.